ladies and gentlemen. This is your Friday night Smackdown, Throwdown, Lowdown, Hoedown. I am your freaky host, Freaky Fritos. I apologize for the distraught look. As you can tell, the beard's gone. I've got a mustache. Hat's crooked. Glasses crooked. And I'm breaking out the rum. As you know, I am a huge Notre Dame fan. I am still suffering from that terrible defeat from Ohio State. Please do not comment any negativity, or you will be banned permanently from the channel. You won't. I don't have that capability. Virgil might, but I don't know. But anyways, we had a fantastic Friday night Smackdown. I am your host, like I said earlier. We have no one here because, well, just like my father, my co-host decided to abandon me to go get some milk. Shame on all of you, gentlemen. Just shame. Shame, shame, shame. But tonight's episode on January 24th, 2025, took place in Austin, Texas. Starting off the show with Joe Tessitore interviewing Cody Rhodes, which was a fantastic interview. He gave props to Kevin Owens, saying he's a generational talent, which is true. He's got a great shirt game, ladies and gentlemen, which led us into our first match of the night, a tag team match with Motor City Machine Guns and Pretty Deadly. Before that, we had a little video package or backstage where Pretty Deadly is asking DIY if they're going to help them since they've been helping them out the whole time. And, of course, them being the New Hills, gaslit them and basically told them to go out there and deal with it. A lot of high-flying maneuvers from both teams. It was an extremely good match. But eventually, Motor City Machine Gun had a comeback and scored the win with the skull and crossbones. Just a super fun-paced match. Solid match, really. It showed a little bit more Pretty Deadly, which I liked them a lot. And they need to get in there, but they need to do something to change their gimmick up. Something that's fresh for them. It's kind of getting a little stale, but yeah, Motor City Machine Gun with the win there. Then after that, we come back to Kevin Owens interrupting Joe Tessitore, saying, "How come I didn't get interviewed?" Then interacting with some of the celebrities that were there. We had Matthew McConaughey, we had Gabriel Iglesias, a.k.a. Fluffy, and we had some other guys back there, Kill Tony and Shane Gillis, my boy. You and me, we need to link up, go to the bar. But anyways, after that, Jimmy Uso came up, interrupting, attacking him, shutting him up, which led to a match later on the night between Big Jim Uso, versus Kevin Owens. After that, we had Carmelo Hayes complaining to Nick Aldis. Jim offered him a new opponent coming over, they transferred over from over on the Raw side, which is a great pickup on the SmackDown side. Get to that later. Then leading us to a women's tag team match, BFAB versus Mitchin versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. This ended up being a pretty short match, basically a little bit of a squash match with Mitchin securing the pin on Chelsea Green, which later on we found out that Mitchin is going to have a rematch for the United States title against Chelsea Green next week. And Piper kind of teased maybe they're going to bring someone else in their little group. But it was great to see BFAB out there. She slowly building back her work, and I think she's going to be fantastic in the women's division on the SmackDown side. Let's see. Then we had Tiffany Stratton coming out, cutting a promo, which quickly was interrupted by Rhea. Then soon followed Nia Jax and Candice LeRae, which Nia Jax roasted a small child on live TV, said, "Your mother sucks." Prop to that heel work, Nia. I know Big Daddy C is not a big fan of you, but that heel work, I'm a huge fan. Then we had, let's see, Naomi and Bianca interfere. Then we had Liv and Raquel, and basically Liv interrupting everyone and announcing she's entering into the Rumble and just disrespecting Rhea, which all hell breaks loose when you have that, turning into a 6-woman tag team match. If I could speak today, that round hit me hard. I do apologize. To the fans, not to you, Virgil. Have fun editing this one, buddy. That's what happens when you leave me all alone. Let's see. Just usual chaos breaking out, but eventually Liv Morgan stole the win on Bianca, rolling up for a pin. I thought it was a great setup, great tag team match, great with the chaos, and just building up their hype towards the women's Royal Rumble. It's been a little bit lacking lately on the women's side for the build-up. We've had a great build-up for the men's side of the Royal Rumble coming up next week, but the women's side's been lacking. So with Liv and everyone else being involved in this, it's definitely amping up the women's side for sure. Let's see. We also had a Charlotte Flair video package stating how she's returning during the Rumble. So another great setup for the women's Rumble. They need that star power. The men's side's loaded already. You might as well start adding up the women's side. Then we have our next match of the night, Apollo Crews versus Johnny Gargano. This was all due to a setup from last week where Apollo Crews was talking to Pretty Deadly, saying this is what happens when you work with DIY. Johnny overheard him and attacked him. Crews hasn't been really seen too much since the whole Corbin situation, being distracted from his release. But we've had a couple of matches since then. It was a pretty solid match. Tommaso Ciampa interfered. Crews was able to pin Johnny for a roll-up. And, yeah, just continuing that. Just a quick little filler. Nothing too much to write on that. Then the next match, which was might be my favorite of the evening, was Tonga versus LA Knight. Before Tonga came out, Jacob Fatu was entering to the ring with him, cut a quick promo. A promo that maybe most fans might know, if not, look it up, back on his indie days, where he says, "Nah, you ain't Godzilla, you ain't King Kong, I'm both," as he's doing this promo to set up for his match tomorrow night on Saturday night main event versus Braun Strowman, which is going to be a generational match. So keep an eye on that. Doing your work here, huh, Coach? Should have been here, bud. Should have been here. Then we got a little quick promo where LA Knight cooked Jacob Fatu, saying he was going to kick him so hard that he won't stop doing his little shake. Yeah. That man knows how to cook on the mic. The fights, they had I could speak today. Match was about training. It was more technical submissions, counters. Fight finally spilled out. Fatu tried to interfere at one point, but LA Knight, countered and kicked him off. But with LA Knight finally securing the win, at the very end, Jacob Fatu started to about attack LA Knight and got him. Then we hear Braun Strowman's music. Braun comes out, and we get that tease again before tomorrow. And Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman staring down each other. Tonga tried to stop Jacob from entering into the ring, but Jacob, being the new tribal wolf, he's got new merch, and that shirt looks beautiful, and that new title he's got, that solo run's going to be beautiful. But shoved off Tonga and entered the ring, where Strowman basically threw him over the top rope, spicing up this new feud that these two have. I'm looking forward to this match tomorrow. Like I said, it's going to be a generational. It's going to be insane. But for the match itself with LA and Tonga, solid match. It builds up more tension between the feud that they have going on, and especially with Strowman. I could eventually see these two or these four gentlemen having a tag team match or something along those lines. Just giving them something to do to build them up a little bit more and see what happens during Rumble and Mania season. Let's see. Then we find out the mystery opponent that Nick Aldis was talking about. We have Damien Priest switching over to the Smackdown side from the transfer portal. It's going to be big, and as it's going to be your match coming up, we also found out that The Miz is officially on the Smackdown side, And he kind of forgot that the Wyatt Six was over. Throughout the whole show for the night, he was trying to add some muscle, if you will, so he wouldn't be, attacked by the Wyatt Six. But everyone turned him down. He tried to talk to Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, and we found out that they are being transferred over to the Raw side. So Raw side's got a great tag team and great heels coming over. But for the Damien Priest and Carmelo Hayes match, a lot of trays, a lot of blows. The pace of the match was kind of slower, but it didn't bug me one bit. But we eventually had Priest defeating Hayes, securing the win. That's just a great setup for Priest on the Smackdown side, so I'm looking forward to that. In the backstage, we see that Priest, with the straps off his singlet, down, walking a little bit beat up after the match, runs into Cody. Kind of also teasing a potential Damien Priest versus Cody Rhodes, which right now they're both faces, so I don't know. They're eventually going to have to turn Cody heel at this point. They're not going to turn Priest back into a heel. I have a feeling that we're going to see heel Cody really soon after that. Then we go to our main event of the evening. Kevin Owens versus Jimmy Uso. And backstage, we also see Carmelo just talking shit as per normal and running into Jimmy. And as we were following Jimmy through the gorilla out through the curtains onto the stage, Carmelo was trailing him and attacked him behind until security was able to break it up. Then after that, we had Kevin come out and the match starts. Let's see. Kevin Owens had most of the upper hand throughout the whole match. But eventually, a lot of trades and blows. Jimmy had the momentum, but as you know it, Kevin won with a pop-up powerbomb, securing it. Shortly followed with Cody Rhodes coming out and initiating a brawl, ending your Friday night SmackDown. Thought the match was very good. Especially, we're amping up this feud with Kevin and Cody. And tomorrow night, they're having the contract signing with HBK. So, some crazy stuff is going to be going down. But this has been your Friday night SmackDown, throwdown, hoedown, lowdown, beatdown, bring around town, whatever you want to call it, ladies and gentlemen. But here's the thing. The show may be over, but we still got a lot of work to do. We are on the road to hit 2,000 subscribers. They're supposed to be Rumble, but no, I'm going to extend it to Elimination Chamber. So I need you back there. I see you. Get off your phone. Yeah, get off your phone. I need you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Share it to your grandma. Share it to your sister. Share it to your cousin. Share it to that coworker that you're chill with, getting coffee at in your break room. Or share it to the person you don't like. Who cares? We need you to help grow our channels. We've got some exciting content. I've got something cooking up for you. As soon as I get some stuff figured out, I will share it shortly on our Sunday podcast. And a reminder, we have Raw Dogging Monday, hosted by Coach. We got your AEW Elite recap on supposed to be Wednesdays, but now Thursdays with Big Daddy. See? And of course, your favorite show, Friday night, and when we all gather on Sundays as a family meal and talk about wrestling with all the boys on our main shows on Sundays. This has been your freaky host, Fritos, signing out. And remember, keep those booking pencils sharp and keep on booking. Thanks.